Can you believe that in China, you can buy a house that is 3,229 square feet for just 100,000 US dollars? How people celebrate a housewarming in China? Hi, I'm Yo-Yo. Today I'm taking you on a super special experience. We're driving to Putian, Fujian, to attend my cousin's housewarming party. Hit subscribe and let's go with my camera. We left Fuzhou early in the morning with my aunt's family. Our first stop was Putian railway station to pick up my mom, who came from Chenzhou.
我们刚刚开到楼上去了，那边就可以直接停进站口。
In China, especially Fujian, housewarming is one of the 4 most important events in life, along with birth, marriage, and funerals. It's a huge deal. On the way, we came across a Fujian Yoshin parade, a traditional ritual to honor the gods. We celebrate big and invite all relatives and friends. It's a sense of ritual deep in Chinese culture and a way to keep family bonds strong. At noon, we arrived at my cousin's neighborhood. Right in front of his house, a big red tent was already set up. The big feast starts at night, so the chefs were still preparing at noon. We had a quick bowl of Putian braised noodles. This is like the must-have staple here. You'll see it at every housewarming, wedding, or festival. Chewy noodles in rich sauce with mushrooms and pork, keeping the original flavor of the ingredients. Here in Fujian, instead of going to a hotel, people prefer to bring the restaurant home. They hire a professional village chef team to cook on site. It's way more lively and warm. After that, we went upstairs to see his new place. The building has 5 floors, and my cousin owns 2 floors, totally 3,229 square feet. For this price, it's unbelievable in big cities in China. My cousin's new home is decorated with many red ornaments to celebrate the joy of the housewarming. We went up to the second floor and couldn't believe how big his bedroom was. It's even larger than our living room. Do you think you'd feel happier living in a small apartment in the city or in a big house in the countryside? We had a few hours before the feast, so we visited Xinghuafu Old Street in downtown Putian to learn about local history and culture. Putian, also known as Tsinghua, has a history of over 1,000 years. It produced many top scholars in ancient China, so it's famous for its deep cultural heritage. Walking on the old stone streets felt like traveling back in time. We visited the Putian Shoes flagship store. Putian is a world-famous footwear manufacturing base and original factory for many big international brands. More than 1.6 billion pairs of shoes are made here every year. This is sugar figurine blowing, similar to blowing a balloon. The customer blows air into the maltose, while the craftsman shapes the sugar into various forms at the same time. We also went to the Beer Culture Experience Hall. Surprisingly, Putian doesn't grow barley or hops, but with good transportation and smart business people, it became a major beer production base in China, supplying the whole country. Along the way, we passed Chansho Temple, an old local temple where elders come to pray for peace and health. We also saw local artists painting the old street with Chinese brushes. We gradually walked to the end of the ancient street, where there were far fewer tourists. Then we went into the Gutal Tower, the only complete ancient drum tower still standing in Fujian. It was first built in 983 AD, more than 1,000 years ago. It was used for defense, timekeeping, and ceremonies. It was damaged and rebuilt many times, and the main building we see today was reconstructed in 1717, making it 309 years old. We stayed up on the tower and drank tea. In Fujian, tea houses usually charge a tea fee per person, but not here. We only needed to buy 1 pack of tea, and the owner gave us a clean tea set and hot water for free. The cheapest tea cost just $4, and we chose the one for $6.50. The waiter was very friendly and introduced the fun attractions in Putian to us. We carried the tea set to the table ourselves. The purple clay teapot had the name of the study space written on it, and it was really delicate. We came here on a weekend afternoon, so the tower was quite busy. As an open space, you can even come upstairs and enjoy the free seats without buying tea. Leaning against the city wall with the breeze blowing gently, it felt really comfortable. When we returned to the ancient street, the artist's street painting was almost finished, and it was beautiful. At 3:30 p.m., we went back to my cousin's house, and the chefs were already busy cooking. My cousin prepared 20 tables for the housewarming, inviting almost all relatives and neighbors. You might think it's expensive, but village banquets are much more cost-effective than hotels. The chef team charges about $300 per table, with tons of high-end dishes, mostly seafood and meat. That's why people in Fujian love hosting banquets at home. Fun, affordable, and stress-free. Putian is on the coast, so it has both mountain ingredients and fresh seafood. This mix creates the unique flavor of Putian cuisine, mainly seafood, focuses on original taste. They cook it simply, steaming, frying, or boiling, little heavy seasoning to keep the food fresh. Rural banquet chef teams usually consist of men and women working together. Men are responsible for carrying heavy ingredients and cooking over the stove, while women handle food preparation and serving dishes. The chefs were preparing fresh abalone, lobsters, crabs, and eels, all bought that same day. Some ingredients need to be prepared in advance, such as fried abalone. The chefs will cook them ahead of time and just refry them right before the banquet starts, so the dishes can be served quickly. Village chefs in Fujian take banquets very seriously. They handle everything: food, setup, tableware, like a full event team. The order and presentation of dishes follow tradition, and portions are huge to show the host's hospitality. The chefs are arranging the lobsters on the plates. Lobster is typically served at rural banquets in Fujian. Given its relatively high cost, it is served as a main dish, representing both hospitality to the guests and a symbol of wealth and good fortune. The chefs worked closely together, forming an organized assembly line to make sure the dishes came out quickly and efficiently. As the sky grew dark and the banquet time drew near, the chefs worked faster, putting different dishes into steamers and steaming them over the fire. As night fell, guests arrived one after another. Everyone chatted and congratulated the family. Then the dishes started coming out one by one, similar to Japanese omakase style. Slow and steady so everyone can enjoy each dish. There were 16 dishes in total: steamed lobster, garlic abalone, fried eel, braised crab, and local specialties. The feast lasted about 2 hours. The chefs maintain a pace of approximately one dish every 10 minutes, ensuring that the next course is served right after guests finish the previous one. Besides food, there are many lovely traditions. Every adult guest gets a pack of cigarettes as a gift. Kids receive red envelopes with lucky money for peace and growth. Elders get gift bags with local products to show respect.
他们中午的是有汤，晚
The most lively part was the toast. My cousin and his wife went from table to table, thanking everyone for coming. In Fujian, toasting is not just a ritual, it's how people keep relationships close, strengthen family and friendship.
这是什么？哦，鳗鱼。
鲍鱼是鲍鱼吗？啥的鲍鱼？
肉条。
要同年的哈。
The last dish at a Fujian banquet must be a sweet soup. The chefs prepared canned coconut and peanut soup, so guests could easily take some home. After the banquet, we had the most amazing moment, fireworks. Bright fireworks lit up the whole neighborhood. In Fujian culture, fireworks drive away bad luck and welcome a new start. They symbolize a prosperous, bright future and share the good news with the whole community. Only when the fireworks end is the housewarming truly complete. A 3,229 square feet house for just 100,000 US dollars. Many people would never imagine this life. And this warm, grand housewarming ceremony shows the simple happiness and love for life in Chinese culture. What traditions do you have when you move house? Let me know in the comments. If you love real Chinese rural culture and food, please like and subscribe. See you next time.